morning. Can we have, I'd like to have a moment of silence for big brother Philip Davis, Bishop Davis. He's a man's name. Can we have a moment of silence, please? Okay. I don't know how my man's supposed to laugh. I'm sorry. Importance of being a man in today's society. Well, I'm going to start off with this with a Bible verse from Psalms, 1st chapter, 1 through 6. The way of the righteous and the wicked. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seats of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruits in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. The importance of being a man in today's society. I believe a man should display intelligence, humbleness, discipline, righteousness, and respect. So I'm holding this microphone. Y'all just bear with me, please. I'm kind of nervous. I believe that a lot of us men, we're being watched here. And we're often imitated, because a lot of people look at us and they imitate the things that we do, because we are creatures of habit. You know what I mean? So it's like every move that we make as a man, it's like a bar that's placed on us. You know what I mean? So it's like everything that we do, somebody's scoping, the kids, the women, other adults, your peers, and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a standard that we have to live by, and I believe that it gets rough sometimes. But at the end of the day, it shows and proves where you stand at as a man if you can weather the storm. You know what I mean? But first, I believe that, like, as a man, you know, providing, you know, what comes with providing is educating, inspiring. You know what I mean? And like I said, people watch you. So I believe that, and this is just me, that we should display education, like we should educate those that surround us. I believe that's living by example. You know what I mean? Instilling inspiration in one another, whether it's another woman, a child, or your fellow brethren. You know what I mean? Protecting. You know what I mean? As a leader, and just in general, because men, when they come up to men and women, the man is the leader. You know what I mean? And as a leader, we should be the woman and our children and the people that's in our vicinity, they should feel protected, secure. You know what I mean? Like, these are the things that come along with being a man. Emotion, like the emotion part, the mental part. Let's just say, for instance, we're dealing with a woman. She should feel secure mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And that's our job to do so as a man. You know what I mean? And I think that plays a part, and I'm not hitting below the belt, but the gay society, there's a lot of lack of men being men. Like, you have your male specimens, then you have a man. If you look out the church door, you're going to see you ain't nothing but male specimens running. You look up the street, ain't nothing but male specimens. You know, a man this is rare, you bump into a man. You know what I mean? That's why I did the moment of silence for Bishop Davis, passing you the last of the giant breed. It's real. You know what I mean? You know, and then, like I just saw, it's just like in different situations, like what's going on with the police killing us and everything like that. You know what I mean? And how everybody deals with us. I really believe that in order for somebody else to respect you, you got to respect yourself. You know what I mean? In order for to get the police, you know, and everybody else that's trying to push a man down, not just the black man, just man in general. You know what I mean? The roles done changed. You know what I mean? It's to the point now where a man rather sit down and pee than, excuse my phrase, than be a stand-up individual. You know what I mean? I believe that that's why the homosexual population is so large in the male side, not the female side, the male side, because it's easier to be a woman. I believe that a lot of cats feel like it's easier to be a woman. So they take that role. They don't want to work construction. They don't want to drive trucks. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be the man in the household. They don't want to they don't want to be the dominant person in their circle of men. They'd rather, you know, take that side. They feel it's an easier life. So this is why when you go to Burger King, that's all you see. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it's a real, like, it's hard on me as well. Like, you know what I mean? I got a daughter, I got kids, I got peers that look up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I believe that a lot of us do. And it's a lot of responsibility that's placed on us. But at the end of the day, what makes you a man is when you actually weather the storm and you actually manifest. I put something on Facebook the other day that it's easy to drop jewels on somebody. But it's the difference when you're actually paying attention to the things that's coming out your mouth. You know what I mean? And actually take heed to what you're telling somebody else. Because I got a bad problem with that. I give you advice in a minute and go the other way instead of paying attention to what I'm saying out my mouth. You know what I mean? So I'm learning to do so. So the importance of being a man is we really got to live by example. You know what I mean? A lot of people run around screaming leadership, but we're not leading. You know what I mean? And this is why we all got targets on our back. You talk about the black community, there's no leadership. You know what I mean? Our so-called leaders is not being stand-up men. They're not being men, they're male specimens with a microphone in their hand, representing the people, but they're not living by the example. And I believe that us as men, especially us right here in this church, there's a lot of children out there. They actually paying attention to what's going on, what we do, how we speak, how we move, and things of that nature. And it's very important that we live out some things and break it. I know for me, I'm breaking it. I'm doing new stuff every day. You know what I mean? I look back at my daughter and my son, and I feel like whatever I did in the past is not going to work for them in the future. You know what I mean? So my first name don't matter anymore. It's my last name. You know what I mean? And bear with me, please. And when it comes down to the first thing is first, God. We're not displaying God. You know what I mean? This is why when I look up, I don't see any amenities in a lot of churches. You know what I mean? Because and this is why the woman is leading. She leads the household. Everybody, the kids run the household. The dogs run the household. Everybody runs the household while the man is at home playing video games. It's because we don't have God in our life. A lot of women leave and go to church with their husband at home still in a bed asleep. It's because we're not leading by example. Leading by example. I heard a brother, Tony Artist, say once that God had told him to lead his family. You know what I mean? So he stepped up and did whatever he had to do to lead his family. You know what I mean? And that's one thing we got to do, like Deacon Wildman said, you know what I mean? Like a woman, she can, you know, the mother, she mothers, she nurtures. You know what I mean? My dad wasn't there, so she nurtured me. But at a certain age, boys and little girls need that example, a physical example. There's no more bottles, pampering, medicine, fixing the cuts on y'all. Now it's time to get prepared for life in the world. And the man displays that power, that strength. You know what I mean? Not to lift this up, but to deal with some things, carry some burdens that you ain't used to carrying. You know what I mean? You know, cut that short, because they expected me to do 15 minutes. Not be holding a hostage. Not here. And I really feel like, but you know, seriously, I really feel like that's the importance of a man, is to lead by example and always display God in your life, because without God, we ain't gonna make it nowhere. I try to